Hey, what's up guys, this is Corbin. Let me tell you something, dude. I think that Sledgehammers have cemented themselves as my favourite unit in the game. I'm going to be checking out one of my own games here, man. We're playing some heavy armour specialists, which I love to run alongside, you know, steel ball openers, sledgehammer openers, any of those kind of chunky-ish mid-range units. I find it just skills pretty damn nicely, man. So, yeah, that's what I like to do. Let's put my starting supply on a couple pockets of crawlers, and we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, let's skip ahead. And yeah, the reason that I want to cover this game is not just because Sledgehammers are absolutely glorious and end up basically carrying the entire game for me, which is insane. I love making a carry unit out of something kind of like mid-range. Again, like steel balls or stangs or whatever, you know, wraiths, sledgehammers, that kind of thing. That's always awesome. But dude, I've also got to critique my own plays a little bit here, man. There were a couple of plays I made in this game where I realized in real time how much I screwed up. And how bad my unit positioning was at certain times, you know, so that's always fun to do as well, man. Well, not fun, it's actually quite painful, but it helps one improve a little bit to kind of check out your own stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, man. Right, down goes our last marksman, and we take the first round as an L. Sucks quite a bit. And alright, man, so I'm seeing that this guy already has some Stormcallers on the field. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, dude, maybe some Sabertooth action, maybe some anti-missile tech action. Now, what I think I do, if I remember right, is I pick up Missile Interceptor straight away here, which I hate. That, like, breaks my golden rule, dude, of not buying unit techs in the first, like, 3 rounds. I just don't feel like you should ever do that under almost any circumstance. Yeah, and for some stupid reason, I thought I could get away with it in this game. At least I think I make that buy. Which is just dumb. Yeah, I just shouldn't be doing that. What more can I say, you know? Oh, wow. Okay, I actually don't. Maybe that's next round then. Spoilers. Okay. So, we just pick up more sledgehammers, apparently. Because that's what I do. So that's actually like a play that I can get behind. I can get behind myself a little bit more with this. I think that's fine. These crawlers over here on this side. Okay, they're going to match into these crawlers here. I think that my chaff positioning here is just fine, to be honest. Also, yeah, we're not getting to see this guy's deployment phase in this saved replay, which, I don't know, just happens sometimes. And he also went into some Sabertooths. Now, this is kind of like my first red flag here, I guess, for going into Sledgehammers, right? I don't know if I do even go into Phoenixes in this game, but I feel like Phoenixes would be the next best kind of like logical option to go up against what he's running here. Right now we're relying on a bunch of level 1 marksmen, tripling down the Sabertooths, which is just taking us a good while, man. It's just not all that efficient, you know. Yeah, I mean, they're just too chunky for that, you know. And alright. Down we go, man. Sabertooth's just too tanky for me to bring down. He gets a level on them as well. At this point, I'm considering, okay, dude, am I really just going to keep on buying more sledgehammers? Am I going to try and make this work? Okay, yeah, and I do go ahead and invest in the Sabertooth on Missile Interceptor on this next round. The crawlers, I guess these will probably go over on this backside as well. I think that's just fine. Then we mass recruit into more chaff. And yeah, I'm really starting to doubt the sledgehammers at this point. I'm thinking, alright, dude, if he just goes into more Sabertooths, we might just have a little bit of a problem here. But at the same time, I'm becoming a bit possessed by the memes. I've already bought 3 sledgies. They're all stuck at level 1 as well, which kind of sucks. You know, do we leave them behind? Do we buy more? I just want to point out, I feel like my chaff positioning here is pretty decent. It's pretty okay. We could maybe shuffle the fangs just a little bit further over to the left here and just a little bit further to the right here. And the reason for that is when these Stormcallers are shooting at the fangs, we don't want the crawlers to get caught in the crossfire as the crawlers go beyond them, you know? That's why I placed them a bit to the side, so if the Stormcallers shoot here, they should miss most of the fangs. In fact, the fangs are going to run after these chaff here, so the fangs should be safe. Just to be a little bit safer, though, having the fangs just a bit further over to the sides of the crawlers would probably be a little bit more efficient. All in all, though, I think I like my buys in the last round. Just really getting the chaff down, the chaff nailed, you know what I'm saying? But also realize at this point as well that the Sabertooth missile interceptors are not even reliable enough to shoot down one salvo of Stormcaller missiles. About 50% of the missiles will still land, which kind of sucks. So you actually need like 3 or 4 saber-tooth tanks in order to actually make it work with a missile interceptor on saber-tooths. And even then, like, some will still probably get by, just because of the way that it works, I guess. But and so yeah, the saber-tooth tanks, little bit of a problem, dude. Little bit crap, little bit garbage. And I think things only get worse in the next round because I make a very, very stupid decision. A really stupid decision, dude. Oh god. Here we go, man. Actually, to be fair, this kind of offsets the stupidity a little bit. I see extended range sledgehammer. I've already got a pack of sledges. I can also level one of them up. And so at this point I'm thinking, okay, so they've just got themselves increased range. The decreased HP doesn't matter because they're getting one-shotted anyway by the goddamn saber-tooths, right? So I say, you know what, screw it. Let's grab the mechanical rage because, yeah, they have increased range now. So giving them the increased rate of fire is also just going to work out pretty good. What I really, really, really hope I do here is, oh god, no, I've already spent too much. I've already spent too much, man. Yeah, we need like a pack of fangs here and a pack of fangs here. Because as things stand right now, I think these sledgehammers are fit to just get annihilated by this saber-tooth. Okay, I actually do move a pack of fangs over there. I see sense. Oh, then I put them on this side. Oh, because I guess I want to protect the level 2 tanks. Which I think also does make sense. I'm proud of myself for making that little analysis, but these guys are just going to kind of get eviscerated, I think, by the saber-tooth over here, you know? It's just a very, very negative trade. And given that I just bought these guys this round, I didn't have to place them here. I could have placed them a little bit further back, give the crawlers time to get in ahead of them, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just a case of over here, I'm happy with what I did, that's fine, that's good, we're just covering for our blue boys. That's nice. Oh, wow, dude, he went into so much range this round as well. He goes into so much range here. Big, chunky saber-tooths. As if they weren't already doing enough damage as is. The tanks on this side and this side are safe enough to actually get a lot of shots off, but look at the tanks on this side. Just kind of like, we lose half the unit to just 2 shots from the saber-tooth right away. Which, I don't know, man. It's just such a negative trade. It feeds so much free experience to this guy. Sucks a little bit. And so, yeah. That said, we actually do pretty okay in the chaff battle. Now, the problem is that his backline just has so much more direct damage than mine. So even though we're going to pick up a couple of kills, I think that we get like this, yeah, that saber-tooth dead. It's just, it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle. I'm really hoping at this point, can I level some more tanks to level 2, please? And then, oh god, I can't. Okay. So what in the hell? What in the hell am I gonna do now, man? These goddamn, these saber-tooths are getting too strong. It's actually too late for me now to realistically go back for something like Phoenixes, I feel. Just because, I mean, these already, you know, these already mostly level 2 saber-tooths, man. And so, hell, I don't know if this was the correct play. I'm trying to analyze this in hindsight. So what I choose to do instead is just try and kill off his chaff way quicker. Rather than trying to kill the saber-tooths faster, I'm thinking, okay, I think that the tanks can maybe pull this off, but we need to buy way more time. We need to buy way more time. Were the Vulcans the correct play to do this? I'll tell you one thing, I don't like the positioning of this. I'm going to make the same mistake again over here. Like, this is just too deep. This is too deep. Like, this Vulcan needs to be, like, here. It needs to be much, much further back. Needs to be much, much further back, man. I'm trying to line up the Vulcans so that they shoot their fire here, right? So that it hits the crawlers as the crawlers come in. Same thing on this side as well. I don't know, man. Maybe it should have been a bit further to the right, maybe. And a bit further back. Let these crawlers get in first. That kind of thing. I feel like that would be much, much nicer. I think I like my idea here, right? I think I actually have the right idea. It would be very, very expensive for me to invest in something like a giant unit that's going to actually kill the saber-tooths. Like overlords with artillery or something like that, you know? And so I think just taking care of the chaff situation is just a more reliable way to go about it. It is going to buy us a lot more time. And so, yeah, the Vulcan ends up actually just dying in lieu of the tanks here now. Same thing on this side, the Vulcan is tanking a little bit for the sledgies over here. And it is going to buy us a hell of a lot more time, man. Winning that chaff battle quicker. Let's just take some more of these key trades. Which, yeah. For better or for worse, whether it was the correct play or not, it's actually going to work out in our favor. We did actually borrow money in order to do this, by the way, so... I don't know, man. Would overloads have been better there? Would overloads have worked? Would you have won the chaff battle quickly enough to get that done? He didn't really have much anti-air, but he could fix that very, very easily in one round. So here I go to the melting points because the melting points counter every other unit option here. So no matter what he goes, if he goes for the typhoons with like barrier or something, the rhinos or the fortress, or even melting points of his own, me having melting points already on the ground, I feel is going to do a lot for me. I also noticed at this point that he doesn't have any fire on his side of the map. And so to ensure that I continue winning the chaff battle, I push the button on the portable shield on the fangs, and finally, boys, we covered this side of our flank over here with the shielded fangs. And so my hope is that we just continue to win the chaff battle very, very handily at this stage. I also feel quite comfortable going into fangs with barrier, because if he goes into something like Incendiary Bomb on the Stormcallers to deal with these guys, then we can just buy more Sabertooths and just hopefully shoot those missiles down. Hopefully. That was the plan. That's the scheme. Trying to keep my options open a little bit, you know. And yeah. I suppose I also choose to not go any tech on the melting point on the round where I place them. Not even range. Because if he goes like the rhinos or the typhoons, then I won't necessarily need the range on the melting points. And if he goes into the fortresses this round, the next round I might want to go into Electromag Barrage. And so I'm just kind of keep my options open here a little bit. I don't want to invest in anything just yet. I'm feeling pretty fine. He actually opts into the fortresses in the end. So a little smidgen of fire will make it to the ground here. Enough to kind of get the job done still, honestly. Just pretty good. And yeah. I swear this replay will become about tanks very, very soon, though. I'm finally at a point now where I feel like my tanks actually have a little bit of room to breathe, a bit of room to actually impact the game a little bit. And dude, they're gonna scale so nicely, and my faith in the tanks is totally gonna pay off, man. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so we do take the L on this round, I believe. The melting point is just not gonna be enough on its own to actually take out all of these nerds. Oh god, slow ending. And okay. So yeah, this is more like a game of recovery, right? I feel like, I mean, we lost so many rounds in this game, honestly. It's kind of a miracle that we're still alive, but here we are, you know? I feel like if I got into Phoenixes earlier on in this game, it's a completely different landscape. We're countering the Arclights, we're countering the Sabertooths. But because I didn't do that in the first few rounds, we're in a position now where I'm thinking, okay, if I can make these sledgehammers work and do work for me and just keep them alive, they're getting to the point now where we've got like a bunch of levels on these nerds. I have the melting points available to kill off his giant units, so I'm not super worried about those nerds, especially because we go into Electromag Barrage now, because of course we saw the fortresses with barriers. I'm expecting another fortress to come out like in the middle, or like maybe here or here, you know, which is why we're slamming a melting point right here. A little bit of shielding here as well, with the Fang Chaff. And my plan is just to clear the way for the sledgies. It's also round 7, so I've started hitting the crap out of enhanced range and high mobility, because that's how we play the game, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's hurry things along and see how this one ends, shall we? And alright, does it go into the fortress? I honestly can't remember. Oh no, he doubles down on the super carry Arclights, man. Oi. Now he's also got some anti-missile tech on the Sabertooths as well, obviously last round, which is going to shoot down some of the Electromag Barrage, but they're mostly going to get their job done, these melting points, which I'm pretty stoked about. And you'll notice that the tanks, even though they don't have range enhancement, are staying just behind my giant units, which is where I want them to be. They're finding a decent amount of value. The melting point in the middle is also doing pretty tight as well. Big Electromag on this nerd, shut down its range. And now with the building dead, it's revenge of the sledgehammers, boys. They're going to start to absolutely pop off. And now that I'm seeing that, okay, dude, we are actually ending rounds with sledgehammers still alive. They're getting all kinds of experience. They're doing it, right? They're actually popping off, man. They're doing it. I'm a bit cognizant at this point. Okay, I see these unit choices here. I think I go into either the Wraith or the Stang. I can't remember, but I do want to cover my bases against anti-air. Oh my god, I go for the Scorpion. Bro, what am I doing? What am I doing, dude? Was I scared of the steel balls? I should not have been scared of the steel balls. Not with my tanks so highly leveled at this point. Yeah, I didn't need the scorpions. I didn't need this. I should have just, like, if I'm gonna get these, it would be to sell them. Honestly. I feel like the stangs here are so much smarter in hindsight. Stangs. Drop them down, give them anti-air or something. Anyway, man, that's not the route that we go down, apparently. Mass upgrades on the gosh darn sledgies. I also go ahead, give them range enhancement. And we click these happy little buttons over here as well, man, on the research center. Increase attack, increase defense, all that good stuff. These are 10k health per sledgehammer at this point, hitting for 2k each. And, yeah, feeling pretty good about that, man. That's all, really. That's all I got to say, man. Okay, I guess I went into the scorpions to try and deal with the arclights. I guess. Maybe that's what I was thinking, but I don't like it, man. I feel like the stangs were much, much more foolproof. Get the stangs down. They act as additional chaff, right? He doesn't actually have, like, it's only really the arclights that can kill them quickly and efficiently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it, man. Okay, whatever, dude. He goes into the war factory. Big anti-missile tech. I see that he's got an efficient maintenance right away, so I'm like, oh, Nelly. This guy is on for a war factory spam. Okay. Also, steel balls come out. He gives them mechanical division straight away, so I'm thinking, bro, he's totally going to start producing steel balls out of these war factories any turn now. He's going to start spamming the crap out of this, and I'm going to have a zoo problem on my hands very, very quickly, but we have the secret weapon, dude. Look at the sledgehammers, man. They're actually doing, like, pretty gosh darn reasonable damage. The range is honestly nutty as hell. We're building kill on the far side. We mop up everything very, very quickly, do a stupendous amount of damage. And now it's time, dude. Electromag shot on your sledgehammers, boys. I swear by it. I feel like it's tight. I feel like it's awesome. And I feel like... just use it, man. It's really, really good, okay? It's sweet. Especially against other sledgehammers. Especially against steel balls. It's really, really good against the typhoons. And the, what are they called again? The saber-tooths. It's really, really good against, like, all mid-range units, and can even be pretty tight against giants too, man. So we go straight into this. I get the plus speed, the high mobility, the sledgehammers are fully online. We got some rank 4 nerds over here, dude. Absolutely popping. Do I take these guys to rank 5? Honestly, can't remember. I'm a bit worried that he's also going to go into the nuke here. That's a bit of a concern. So I drop shields in such a way that at least it will protect the giant... God. The giant units... and the sledgies. And, yeah, that's what we do, man. So we have a couple of packs of 4 stars in the middle. More 4 stars over here. I guess I just didn't have cash to upgrade those guys. The missile here on this side, its intention is to clip these crawlers. Because I think this arclight will stop moving before it comes into range of the missile. So I'm hoping these crawlers are going to come on down and get one-shotted by the missile over there with my final 50 supply. And, yeah, I'm just believing that the shield is surely going to go down on the fortress before the nuke lands. And let me tell you something, boys. It's a little bit of an ass nipper. It's a little bit of an ass nipper, dude. But, no matter, dude. We have the Giga Chad sledgehammers from hell. And it's going to be sweet. Okay, man. Just going to turn the camera just a little bit so we capture most of everything what's going on over here. The crawlers are coming on down, who are going to walk off into the missile. We are beaming down the shield on the right side here. And oh my god. Could that be timed any better? I don't even know that it could, man. Okay, we take heavy losses on this side, though. The sledgehammers are a little bit exposed over here, which is gnarly. But we're able to land the electromag right away on the war factory. Sledgehammers versus everything on this side. Similar deal over here, and dude, look at them go, man. Completely gimping the move speed of the war factory, denying it from spamming out those steel balls. And as soon as they land one shot on anything, they just win the game. That's it. Was a little bit spooked here, to be fair. I was a little bit spooked, man, with the building dead and all, but these guys just have unbelievable range. Taking down the building from our side of the map. Which, I mean, you always love to see. And dude, look at them go. As soon as they land one shot on the arclights, they just have no range. Oh my god, dude. Best unit in Mechabellum. Why did I say it like that, man? In Mechabellum, dude. I love them. What more can I say, man? Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this one. This was obviously by no means a perfect game, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I could have done better in terms of fixing my flanks a little bit with the chaff. Just not having to rely... I think sledgehammers were just the wrong play for so much of the game, and I was just stubborn as hell and stuck by them, man. It can work with a unit like sledgehammers because they giga chads, but yeah, if I could play this game over, I don't know, Phoenix is much earlier on probably would have been my go-to. Anyways, thanks guys, hope you all did enjoy this one, and I'm gonna catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.